Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations. The word stoichiometry is derived from the Greek word in which stoichion means element and metron means measure. The term stoichiometry gives the quantitative relationship among the reactants and the products in a reaction. So, using the stoichiometry of a chemical reaction, we can come to know what is the exact mass of the reactants which will react to form the required amount of product. So, by knowing the stoichiometry of the reaction, we can avoid the wastage of the reactants. The basis of stoichiometric calculations is that how we interpret the coefficient in the balanced chemical equation. If you take the coefficient in the balanced chemical equation, it can be interpreted as number of moles. For example, if you take the reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen to form ammonia, this equation coefficients can be interpreted in the form of number of moles. Like 1 mole of nitrogen can combine with 3 moles of hydrogen to form 2 moles of ammonia. And we also know the relationship between number of moles and molecules. According to the Avogadro's law, 1 mole of any substance will contain 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules or atoms or ions. In this case, it will be molecules. So, 1 mole of nitrogen, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of nitrogen, will combine with 3 moles of hydrogen, that is 3 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of hydrogen to form 2 moles of ammonia, that is 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules of ammonia. We also know the relationship between number of moles and their molar mass. So, we know the molar mass of nitrogen. You have 2 nitrogen atoms. So, it will be 2 into 14 grams. 14 grams is the atomic mass of each nitrogen atom. So 28 grams of nitrogen will combine with 6 grams of hydrogen because you have 6 hydrogen atoms each having the atomic mass equal to 1 grams, and it forms 34 grams of ammonia. We know to calculate the molar mass of ammonia. We have nitrogen having the atomic mass 14 and 3 hydrogen atoms having the atomic mass is equal to 3 into 1, that is 3. So molar mass of ammonia is equal to 17 grams. Since 2 moles of ammonia is formed, the molar mass will be equal to 34 grams. So we can have the relationship between the number of moles and the molar mass, and you can have it in the stoichiometric calculations. And we also know how to link the number of moles and molar volume. 1 mole of any substance, any gas will contain 22.4 liters. So, 1 mole of nitrogen will be occupying 22.4 liters of volume, and 3 moles of hydrogen will be occupying 3 into 22.4 liters of volume, and 2 moles of ammonia gas will be occupying 2 into 22.4 liters of volume. So if you know to interpret the coefficient as the number of moles, then you can do the stoichiometric calculations easily. This is another example which makes you to understand. If you know to interpret the coefficient in the balanced chemical equation as the number of moles, then you can do the stoichiometric calculations. Solving of stoichiometric problems are very important. For that, you should know how to apply mole concept and to balance the chemical equation, and you should take care while doing any conversions. The problems based on stoichiometry can be classified into five major types, namely mole to mole relationships, mass to mass relationships, mole to mass relationships, mass to volume relationships, volume to volume relationships. Regarding each relationship, we will learn in detail. Now let us discuss about mole to mole relationship. Let us understand this concept with the help of an example. You are going to calculate how many moles of nitrogen are required to produce 8.2 moles of ammonia by reaction with hydrogen. The first step to find out the stoichiometric relationship is you have to write the balanced chemical equation. So here the balanced chemical equation will be 1 mole of nitrogen will react with 3 moles of hydrogen to produce 2 moles of ammonia. So from the balanced chemical equation, we are coming to know 1 mole of nitrogen will react to form 2 moles of ammonia. So 8.2 moles of ammonia will be formed from how many moles of nitrogen? That is the question being asked. So you can simplify and you will get the answer as 4.1 mole of nitrogen. Now let us discuss about mass to mass relationships. As earlier, we will understand this concept with the help of an example. You have to calculate the amount of water produced by the combustion of 16 grams of methane. So as I told you earlier, you have to write the balanced chemical equation for this. So combustion of methane, formula of methane is CH4. For combustion, oxygen is required. So CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. Write the balanced chemical equation for this reaction. So it will be 1 mole of methane that combines with 2 mole of oxygen to form 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 mole of water molecules. We know the molar mass of methane. We have one carbon atom having atomic mass 12 units and 4 hydrogen atoms each having atomic mass 1 units. So molar mass of methane will be equal to 16 grams. And you have to calculate the number of moles of methane present in 16 grams. You know the formula to calculate number of moles. It will be equal to given mass by molar mass. So given mass of methane is 16 grams divided by the molar mass of methane, which is also equal to 16 grams. So answer will be equal to 1 mole. So from the question, they are telling 1 mole of methane is used in the combustion. And you are supposed to find out how many moles of carbon of water is produced. So from this, you know 1 mole of methane, from the equation we are coming to know 1 mole of methane produces 2 moles of water molecule. Find out the molar mass of water molecule. Molar mass of water molecule is equal to 18 grams. So weight of 2 moles of water molecule will be equal to 36 grams. So we know 16 grams of methane will produce 36 grams of water molecules. In the same way, let us understand the mole mass relationships with the help of an example. Here in the question, you have to calculate how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide. So as I told you earlier, you have to write the balanced chemical equation. So the balanced chemical equation will be 1 mole of methane will react with 2 mole of oxygen molecules to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water molecule. So here in the question, we will find the relationship between methane and carbon dioxide. So from the balanced chemical equation, we are coming to know 1 mole of methane will undergo combustion to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Now, based on the given values, find out the number of moles of carbon dioxide involved. Here they have not given the number of moles of carbon dioxide directly. Instead, they have given its mass. So based on the given mass, you can calculate its number of moles. We know number of moles is equal to given mass divided by its molar mass. Molar mass of carbon dioxide is equal to 44 grams per mole. So number of moles of carbon dioxide will be equal to 22 grams, which is the given mass, divided by molar mass, that is 44 grams per mole. So number of moles of carbon dioxide will be equal to 0.5 moles. So if 1 mole of methane produces 1 mole of carbon dioxide, 0.5 moles of carbon dioxide will be obviously produced from 0.5 moles of methane. Therefore, number of moles of methane required to produce 0.5 mole of carbon dioxide will be equal to 0.5 mole. Now let us understand the relationship between mass to volume with the help of a numerical. Here the question given is, you have to calculate how much volume of carbon dioxide is produced when 50 grams of calcium carbonate is heated under standard conditions. So the first step is you have to write the balanced chemical equation. Calcium carbonate will decompose to give you calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So according to the balanced chemical equation, 1 mole of calcium carbonate will give you 1 mole of carbon dioxide. We know 1 mole of calcium carbonate will weigh equal to molar mass of the substance. So 1 mole of calcium carbonate will have the weight equal to 100 grams per mole. So 100 grams of calcium carbonate will produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Mass of 1 mole of carbon dioxide will be equal to its molar mass, that is 44 grams. So 100 grams of calcium carbonate will produce 44 grams of carbon dioxide. Or if it is going to be 50 grams of calcium carbonate will produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide. We know volume occupied by 1 mole of the substance is its molar volume. So 44 grams of carbon dioxide will occupy the volume equal to 22.7 liters at standard temperature and pressure. So if I am going to have 22 grams of carbon dioxide, it will occupy the volume which is equal to 11.35 liters. Now let us discuss the last type of stoichiometric relationship, that is volume to volume relationships. The same way we will understand this relationship also with the help of a numerical. Here the question given is, you have to calculate how much volume of chlorine gas is required to produce 11.2 liters of hydrogen chloride gas. And here they have given the temperature 273 Kelvin and the pressure equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. So we know 1 mole of any gas at this standard condition will produce 22.4 liters of the gas. So here the first step is you have to write the balanced chemical equation. So here the balanced chemical equation will be 1 mole of hydrogen gas that combines with 1 mole of chlorine gas to produce 2 moles of hydrogen chloride gas. So according to the stoichiometric relationship, if we see the relationship between chlorine gas and hydrogen chloride gas, it is 1 mole of chlorine gas will produce 2 moles of hydrogen chloride gas. We know mass or volume occupied by 1 mole of any gas is equal to its molar volume. Here the volume occupied by 1 mole of chlorine gas will be equal to 22.4 liters. In the same way, volume occupied by 1 mole of hydrogen chloride gas will also be equal to 22.4 liters. According to the stoichiometric relationship, 44.8 liters of hydrogen chloride gas will be produced from 22.4 liters of chlorine gas. So 11.2 liters of hydrogen chloride will be produced from 5.6 liters of chlorine gas. Students, kindly practice these questions in your classwork.